I was muted. Hello, 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 hello. It has been a while since I have last streamed, so if my voice is not audible, please. If my voice is audible, please do. How do I say this? Please type frogs in the chat if I am heard, and if the music is just all right. But yes, it has been a while, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Let me turn on the music a bit for myself. Right, so if the music is audible and so am I, then once again, Zero! I am your local dream-sekai guardian here today, Midnight Zero. Hooray! Today is 0.2! Hooray for 0.2! It has been... Oh, yep, it has been a while in the works, unfortunately. The model, the rigging, thank you to my mamas, my very supportive mamas. Yay! But it has been quite some time since the re-debut, since my first debut and my first stream, so to speak. So, and my last stream, sorry. So I think I should probably get started. Let's. As an audio, okay, right, my bad. There you go. I put my mic. I'll put my mic close to me as well. Hello. But yeah, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to my re-debut. It's been a while, so one of the things that I actually wanted to do was to actually get back into this with an official kind of thing. So let's get started on it, shall we? I have made some slides in preparation as well to kind of get things into moving. So let me move over here so we can get things started off. Which one is this? This one. Okay, I should be in front. Oopsie. There you go. Hello! Yay! I am part of the procrastination nation, so I have kind of made some of these things last hand, which is actually in addition to that why some of the stuff that I have actually prepared not yet here, because I did do them a bit late. I did ask for them a bit late, but let's get started into this, shall we? Right. So first is the basic introduction. Hello, as you can see by the channel name, my name is Midnight Zero, but my full name is Zero Nerasuna. As you can see, code name Midnight Zero, but a lot of people, or some people usually call me Zero, which is my first name. Z and Nil are also some applicable terms, I guess, because they are, I guess, synonyms, so to speak, for the word zero. I have some friends that have called me Bokya before, because that is one of my previous names. That is my name in my local tongue, in my language, so I guess that's also applicable. Outside of these, of course, are varying nicknames, but essentially it kind of depends on just the closest level of some people, of course, because I am a child, I am a son, I am a man-child, I am a son to my two mamas. So I guess anak or baby, I should not have said that, baby, or some of the things that they do call me. So I guess applicability depending on applicability, I guess. I am 20 years old, based off the last time I have checked, because for those of you who are new here, I am a dream-sekai traveler. I would not say reincarnated because I have not died, but not necessarily died, but I would not say that my age is relative. And I'll get into discussion a bit why later. But yes, my birthday is on June 27th. It has been since a while since that has last happened. And I am proficient in English and my mother tongue, Filipino. My I'm stuttering a lot today. My job occupation, as I have said earlier, is a dream-sekai guardian. I have been upgraded from a traveler, which I last was before. And essentially what we do is to be able to travel between quote-unquote dream realms. Because, whoa, a bit of lore time. Believe it or not, everyone is capable of being able to traverse worlds, even so ever temporarily through their dreams. But it's not every day that one is able to do so in a conscious manner, unlike me, who was granted by such abilities by the quote-unquote Council of Dreams. As a knight who swore to protect bystanders from the ever-lurking nightmares, capital N, and prevent them from entering the mortal plane. Inducted as the 24th Guardian, I am served as a representation of midnight, which is obviously the peak and the middle of the night, where the moonlight and starlight shines the brightest. Without going too much into deep lore about this, because I guess I don't want to really bore a lot of people. The way it works is dreams are how do you say this? Multiverses are not just a two-dimensional place where they fall into the same line, because each times there is a XYZ kind of thing. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna say that doesn't mean that it's in a different world, doesn't mean it occurs at the exact same time. It can happen in the past, present, future, stuff like that, and that's where I kind of come in to be able to how do I say this, preserve and make sure everything stays in place. It's a whole time stream thing. It's not like the Flash, but it is like the Flash. That's not really the best thing I can come up with, so let's go. But yes, now one of the main things that we're kind of going into discussion today, which is the new model, which my gracious mamas have done so much for me. So yay! First of all, I would like to give credits, of course, to my art mama, at Karashin, and my rig mama, Hoshineko Seria. So yeah, I will kind of, as of right now, this is the model as it stands as of right now. I wouldn't say bare and plain, but this is one of the more kind of comfy and less crowded setups I just want to present into right now. But yeah, so going in one by one, I do apologize for the things, but yeah, starting off, facial features, yay! Oops, I got cut off, sorry. Facial features, yay! Oh wow, I forgot the controls. It has been a while. Is it shift? It is not shift. Oh my god, I am stretching everywhere. There you go. Yeah, so yes, I have luscious, beautiful silver hair, as you guys can see. Luscious, beautiful silver hair, leaning over to one side with a little ponytail at the back. I'm not sure if you guys can see the ponytail properly, but yeah, I have grown out my hair from my last model, from my last form, and I look very stunning. As you can see, if you guys can compare and remember, I used to have heterochromia, which is I wouldn't call it a syndrome or a symptom, but the case of having two mismatched colored eyes. As you can see right now, I can't zoom in, I just realized. As you guys can see right now, I have two brown eyes. I would say that comes from my mama, who also has brown eyes. Let me actually zoom in a bit more, try to get in there. But you can see, I apologize. I apologize if I am getting a bit too close. I am not usually as comfortable going into the screen like this, but hey, today's a first, it can always be a first. There's a first time for everything. So yeah, as you can see, I have beautiful brown eyes right now, but I can still go into my heterochromic by swapping out one of the eyes. I forgot which key it was. There you go. Now I have a blue eye, but wait, there's more! I can do both, actually, which is one of the things that I love my mama for being able to give me, as well as the detail that she has been able to put into both eyes. Let me try to zoom in a bit more. My face is getting really big. Mwah. Okay. Yeah, if you guys can see a bit more detail and leaning into it, I do have a how do I say this? A standard kind of clock in the middle of my eye. I love the white. It is color gold. I can't zoom in, unfortunately, but it is a mixture of shade of a white and gold, because gold was my last color, white and blue are kind of my new colors right now. Yeah. In addition to this, mama has also given me she has given me bare eyes. She's given me doll. I have been given doll eyes whenever I am disappointed or just feel dead inside, which is about half the time. So But yeah, oh yeah, other facial expressions as well. Mama has given me some more stuff as well. Some expressions. I am sad. Woohoo. Uh, I'm scared. This is scared. I've been. Mwah. But yeah, thank you so much to Mama for giving me such detail in my face, especially because my facial feature was one of the biggest things that I had and to go off of this time. So I want to be able to express myself a bit more, even just, facially, because that is how I'll be able to view you more. As much as I want to be able to express as much as I can to you guys as we go through this together. What would be next? Right. Next up would be. Oh yeah, I have also. In addition to also my facial features, I will keep the blue eyes on right now. Mama has also given me. When was it? Oh yeah, she's given me my accessories as well, my facial accessories. I have 3 facial accessories for the most part. My first would be my shades. My shades have gone into more of visors rather than just glasses compared to the last model. Oh, Kai! Hello, Kai! Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry, but it has been a while. Thank you everyone so much for having been here. For those who waited beforehand, those who just joined, welcome, welcome. Where was I? I'm sorry. Right. I have got more or less upgraded from the old glasses that I did have last time into a more visor type. That stems from all the way from the side of my face. In addition to that, in addition to the visors, I have also been given these I'm not sure if I would call them, well, it's like wireless headphones, so to say. Wireless headphones, but at the same time, they are also somewhat connected to the visor as well. Kind of hold them in place. My nose isn't really that strong enough to just hold my visors up, so sometimes I have to wear these things on my ears so that I may be able to keep them in place. Right, another thing, I'll take these off for now. Another thing in addition to these, my last facial accessory would be my mask. Yeah, COVID times have hit hard. No, I'm just kidding. I also had a mask in the last one, but this time I am able to wear them much more properly. That's not a word. A bit better now. I'm able to wear them a bit better now on my face. And one of the best part is, it's RGB. It can change color, baby! Modern AirPods, hell yeah. I am techwear. Jesus Christ, I am techwear, baby. I don't need those AirPods Pro Max Ultra Giga, baby. I am living in the year 2077 for these massive AirPods, where Apple has taken over the world in terms of technology. Please do not sue me. I am losing track of my tabs. Right, I am moving down. I am sinking into the ground. Right. Oops. I have lost my ways. Wait, where am I? There you are. Right. So, next up, in addition to gamer mask, exactly, RGB. It's not just my setup. Everything about me is RGB. Right. Next up, in addition to the facial accessories, I have also been given a few other accessories to go off of. But before that, I guess, before I get into the accessories part, I'll get over the basic outfit itself. While I am wearing a jumpsuit, so to speak, Mama has graciously gifted and has birthed me with a luscious body that I will achieve very soon in this form as well. But no, I have already achieved them. I do have one shoulder pad, as you guys can see. You can't see my mouse, but I have one shoulder pad here for the exposed shoulder, so to speak. But I'll get into that. I'll get into why later. I have straps here just in case to be able to carry stuff. Multi-purpose. My outfit is multi-purpose. That's right. I'm able to clip things on in case I need to be able to carry stuff, or hook things on, or whatever. This is like a belt for my shoulders without having to wear a belt. Right, I do have protective gear around my neck. The bodysuit does all reach up all the way until my neck, and as you can see, I do have a layer underneath as well. Double layer, double the protection. Productivity, I almost said. Double the protection. Here around my neck, you can see that there is a pendant here. You can see the pendant here along with the badge that I have. The badge is 12 because 24 is a really big number, and similar to most, not modern day clocks, similar to most original analog clocks, 12 is the representation or the number for midnight. So that is why I've been given this number. We kind of go by 12. Bakit po naka-zoom sa abs, sir? Because you have to show off your effort. You have to show off the effort that people give when it comes to forming their bodies, so to speak. That's a complete lie. I am fit as fuck and I want to no, I'm just kidding. Right, before I get distracted, moving on down to the arms. I do wear how do I say this? I do have arm protection, mostly because I am a close range combatant. I'm a close range combatant who has a how to say this? Who mostly uses a sword. So I like to get up close and personal, but at the same time having armor going all the way down to my fingers is quite, I wouldn't say irritating, but it is very difficult to use, especially with the added weight it gives. That's also why I kind of want to dress as light as I can to be able to, move a bit more freely. Fingerless gloves as well because having gloves all the way up to the tips might not actually reduces kind of how do you say this? Reduces a bit of friction that you may be and grip that you may be able to give. So I want to have my hands out as airy as possible. Goes the same way for the other hand as well. Right here attached to my hip, as you guys can see, serves as it serves mostly as like a leg or how do you say this, a thigh guard, which is something that which I know sounds weird at first, but I will show you why in a bit later. Yeah, as you can see, it kind of does protect most of the exposed area here that is usually visible when I attack. I am right-handed, so if I go out with my right hand, then that part of the body is going to be one of the more exposed parts, which is why I like to keep it concealed, protected, hidden, however you want to call it. It reaches down all the way just here under my... So next up would be my boots. Yeah, very simple. Boots. These are boots. Once again, I don't want to have armor all the way down to my feet. I like my toes to be able to breathe. Let my toes breathe. But, closed shoes are important. So, let's go. So, that is the main reason why. How do you say this? The boots, the armor part of the boots usually only go down from the knees down. Just so that my knees don't get chopped off in battle by accident, or due to carelessness, or due to combat. So protect them, protect mobility, keep mobility in. I have a belt. I have a very how do I say this? I have a very multi-purpose supportive belt. I will just call it that because I ran out of words to say. But mostly it's just to keep it is one to keep my stuff intact, to keep my pants up because these pants are hella loose, and it keeps up the hourglass, which is one of the symbols of why I became a knight. Because, so to speak, there are different clans when it comes to the council, and I serve under a specific house/clan, which is represented by which is headed by and under the protection of the Sandman. Right, now that we've gotten the basic fit out of the way, here are some of the other accessories. Oh my god, feet, yes. I like feet. Well, I'm not a... how do I phrase this? Yes, feet. Feet, feet deserves more love. Feet gets a lot of love, but feet deserves more. I can't even say that with a straight face, I'm sorry. But right, uh, right. Moving on to the accessories portion, which is some of the things that both my mamas has really worked hard on, especially because I want to be a bit more expressive and a bit more uh, exotic's not the right word either. A bit more out there when it comes to being able to present well. So the first off is the reason why I only have one shoulder pad is mostly because the other one is concealed by the cape. I have a very flowy cape. I have a very flowy cape and it's really nice. It extends all the way down. And yeah, since, how do you say this? Combat wise, and I guess it's a sign of royalty to be able to shoulder only one. At least at the very least where I come from, it's a sign of royalty to be able to have one side concealed at most. Whoops, sorry, I glitched out for a moment. Now the question is, my dear viewers, I forgot which button it is to bring out the other accessory. I took a screenshot by accident, so if you heard that, I do apologize. Nope, that is not it. I forgot what the other button is. Nope, those are my eyes. There you go! I finally found it. It's the sword! Yay! It's a sword. It mostly goes by a wide-bladed rapier. Let me kind of zoom in a bit on that. Yeah, I usually use a short sword or a rapier. It is, as you can see, it is a very long and elegant, beautiful sword that I have been graced upon as one of my main weaponry in my fight in my, how do I say it? What's the word I'm looking for? In my journey. There you go. There's a very elegant blue handguard going down with a line of white, along with a golden gem here at the front. It also has a luscious, very soft black handle. I can kind of hold on. It's it's much more comfortable than people think. I know swords are very durable. They're very hard. They're very coarse to hold, but people actually underestimate the softness, the elegance, oh my god, the beauty and the comfort that my weapon holds. And at the end, once again, a representation of the guild I am under, the sand. The hourglass is kind of a symbol, not used by people here. Each has their own symbol because, of course, one god, small g, does not actually exist, but there is multiple via the different kind of. That's why there are different perceptions of different mythology, from Norse to Greek to Roman and others, is because they all kind of coexist. At the very least, that's from what I've understood. They've learned to coexist and they just serve as different guilds. But yes, thank you once again to Mama Shin, Mama Seri for being able to bring me to life. To be able to, present here with 2.0, 0.2, I guess. To be able to present 0.2. Stab, yes, I like the stab. Give me your money, stab. No, okay, no. Stab is always going to be a last resort. Of course, that only happens when fists don't work. So remember, kids, violence is a no unless it's absolutely necessary. But moving on, that was the fit. I love the fit. I do got the swing, bling bling. I am decked out in wonderful accessories, and that's been able to be truly represented by the skills of my mamas. Thank you, mamas. Thank you, Mama Shin, Mama Sari, if you're still here. Thank you as well. Right. Moving on to the next part of the introduction, so to speak. More about me. Yay! I just want to note down a few likes and dislikes kind of thing that I do like. Of course, kind of self-explanatory. I just repeated myself, but yeah. So as you can see here, let's start with the likes. So one thing I do like is staying up late and sleeping in. I am not a morning person. I want to get that out of the way now. I am not a morning person unless I kind of have to absolutely be one. for, how do I say, my quote unquote work in this domain, work in this realm, I kind of have to. I prefer to sleep. I prefer to like wake up around afternoon or like when the sun's fully up. I've wasted half the day in bed. Those are things I love. But another reason is mostly because considering where we live, it's very very hot, which is why I absolutely love those light rainy mornings. Where the sun isn't as bright, where the breeze is really, really cool and calming, and then you wake up to the sound of the pitter patter of the rain slowly, dripping down the window. I'm not in a car. While I don't live in a van. I don't live in a car. I'm sorry to say, I live in a house. Luckily, I live in a house, and well, because people are not as fortunate, but I don't want to get through that. But yes, I love light rainy mornings where it's not too hot, it's not too bright. A whole lot of stuff where it's very very cool, because I think it's cool. Afternoon naps is also another thing I like. Kind of goes in tandem with the whole not a morning person. If I do have to, if I do have to wake up early, if I do get home early, I like taking those afternoon naps. I like being able to take a nap in the afternoon to replenish my energy for the nights to come. I say this as well mostly because I will plan on streaming into the night, or at night, sorry, but into the night also works, I guess. Mostly around sundown, maybe, similar to today's stream. The smell of wet grass. This goes in tandem with this kind of goes in tandem with, as you can see at the bottom of my likes, sports ball. I play football. I play another sport called Ultimate Frisbee, and I love being able to get down and dirty at times. But at the same time, I love the smell of wet grass because one, it just means it kind of rained lightly, and two, because the smell is very weird. It's almost like I wouldn't say a drug, but I will say it smells very very relaxing, so to speak. It's therapeutic for me, which is very very weird for some people, but I know some people that like the smell of morning dew, so I kind of understand the sentiment. Lastly, beach trips. I like going to the beach, even though I live. Well, I guess it's probably because we live in a tropical country, which is probably why, beach trips are some of the things that I like. I used to visit the beach quite a lot, and I guess it kind of got ingrained into me, that feeling going to the beach every summer, where it's hot, so you go out into the water, you get all hot and sweaty, and then you can just wash it off. I don't like the taste of seawater. I know there is usually an argument where people will ask, oh, do you like going to the beach or would you like go on a hike? Beach is almost going to be an instantaneous answer for me. Mostly because I've never tried fishing though. That is the one thing I kind of want to try before. Fishing. I've gone to the beach so many times, but fishing is surprisingly something that I have not yet done. But let's move on to my dislikes, actually. A lot of these kind of counter each other, but let's get into it. Waking up early. As I have said, I'm not a morning person. I don't like waking up early, especially because half the time my work kind of calls me up before sunrise, which is kind of a big problem, so to say. But that's also why I kind of like waking up or taking afternoon naps if needed be. Interrupted sleep, I mean, who wants to get interrupted while they're asleep, right? You're having such a good break, you're having so much good shut eye, and then someone just kind of breaks that relaxing feeling that you have. It's even worse, honest. No, it's not just because of my job. I have said that I am a guardian of your dreams, but another reasons why, like, another completely unrelated reason is because dreams are some of the things that you can kind of immerse yourself in at most. Some dreams are usually an out of body experience, so to speak, and having such a dream that kind of sucks you into the story and whatnot, and kind of fully immerse, you can kind of feel your body almost tingle. You can feel yourself in that position I hate those moments, especially when the dream is so good, where you just want to go on and continue the story. Why are you out drinking seawater? I have accidentally drank seawater when I was a child, as I was learning to swim. That's mainly the most reason. I don't actually go out and get like a glass when I'm out on the beach and scoop it up. No, hell no. I know I may be weird for liking the beach over mountain ranges and whatnot, or in some people, but I don't go out of my way to get a glass of morning seawater, especially if it's unfiltered. I'm sorry. That's actually very dangerous, I will say. PSA, do not drink seawater unfiltered. It is very unsafe. Just so we're clear, I do not advise this. Please don't get in trouble. Please don't sue me if anything happens, because I have said it on a stream on the internet. So yeah, but yes, I have almost drowned. Thunderstorms are one of the things, especially because I am very jumpy. I'm not really sensitive to loud, how do you say this, loud things, but it's mostly thunderstorms where you can't really expect when the lightning is gonna hit. Obviously, if you do see lightning, thunder is soon to follow. However, most of the time when you're indoors, you can't really see the lightning happen. You know, you don't want to go pop and then you just shit yourself. I have not shit myself, just so we're clear. I just don't like the feeling of practically shitting myself when my heart is beating 1,000 beats per minute. Anything horror, time to drag Zero in when I play horror games? Please no. Well, you probably read that. That is yes. Anything horror. Um, once again, I am very jumpy. But it's not really the jump scare horror that gets to me the most. It's more of psychological horror. That's one of the things I dislike the most. Or anything horror that seems close to realistic. Which is why I kind of like chill as arts games, so to speak. That's an example. I have played the radio station. It hasn't been as scary as compared to the other ones that I've seen, like Closing Shift, or what's another one? Closing Shift or Parasocial. I have seen Parasocial. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but those are not supernatural, and they're actually much closer to horror than it is to me. So serial killer movies, I'm kind of more scared of rather than zombie or paranormal kind of things. Hot nights. I do not like hot nights. I do not like to have to like those nights where not even the air conditioner is working, or not working, where the air conditioner is on full blast and it ain't doing anything. Those are kind of nights that I really hate, because the nighttime, especially when it's supposed to be the colder part of the day, where the sun isn't out and the breeze should be really really nice, and it's not. Jesus Christ, no, please no. I'd rather go another 24 hours in the day than having to sleep through a hot summer night. I also don't like going on runs. It's just the fact that, like, this could be a hot take. This could be a hot take. I'm sorry. Going on runs where the point is to go on a run. No, like just to quote unquote work out. I'm good. No, thank you. It's not to say that I don't like working out. I do work out. I had started going to the gym again, but I don't like those things where you go on a run to get fit, because there are other ways to get fit, in my opinion. But yeah, if it's running to like see the view, chase something, see who's faster and whatnot, those are perfectly fine with me. But jogging for the sake of like cardio exercise, I'm good. I'm really good. Thank you for the offer, but I'm gonna have to pass. I'd rather go back into my room, go into bed, and just sleep half the day off. Last but not least, insects. I do not like insects. I am a slight arachnophobe. I don't think the stream is up because it was on Twitch, but I had to pause for like 20 minutes because I could not locate the spider in my room and I was freaking the fuck out. I went out, I got the bug spray. When I came back into the room, the spider that was right beside my PC was gone. It disappeared like a shadow into the night. I shot myself, and I shot myself practically. I guess I will say okay, yeah, maybe mutation in one of those horror games or stuff like that has insects in it. I'm good. I'm a pass on that. Thank you very much. It's just I don't like very creepy crawlies. Fun fact though, When I was a child, a snake was able to enter my room through the air conditioner and almost bit the fuck out of me. So, I guess I'm cool with snakes, but with spiders, no thank you. But that is information that will not good. Next slide. Yes, a little bit more about me. Wahey. Right, some of the favorite things I like to do. Let's start with games, actually, because that is going to be some of the things that I will be doing more of on this channel and on my Twitch channel. So yeah, I love FPS. FPS are some of the games that I started growing up with, and as of right now, I do love playing Apex and Valorant, although I am playing a bit more Valorant more now, because I haven't gotten time to play Apex to prepare for work and other stuff. I also do like gachas and other stuff. That's why I play Genshin and Honkai. I'm saving for Farina, and I'm not really saving for anyone for Honkai. Pokemon is another one of my favorite games, especially Gen 4 Sinnoh region. That's why I played the remake before. I loved it. Although I will say they could have added the other island into it where we could challenge the games. I already forgot what they were called. I'm sorry. But yeah. Surprisingly, the only game I haven't been able to play was the Galarian region. I think that's Gen 6 or Gen 7. I forgot which one. But all the other games I have actually played. I have gotten a console for almost all of them, sadly, and I have lost a lot of money. Legend of Zelda was one of the games that I've actually gotten into recently. I have binge played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. In like, how do you say this? I wanted to buy Tears of the Kingdom, so I decided to start with Breath of the Wild. So, because I'm one of those people that kind of hates going to part 2 without watching part 1, even if they're not related. Even the faintest of relationships, I will go through the time to play. So I binged Breath of the Wild in about 1 week, and then when I finished the game, I did buy Tears of the Kingdom, and I have been playing it ever since. I actually haven't played. Oh my god, I haven't played in like 3 weeks. But yeah, I have binged it. I binged Tears of the Kingdom in like another week or another 2 weeks. The Kingdom Hearts series is actually one of my first ever video games that I've played. I think the first one I played, I forgot if it was Dream Drop or Kingdom Hearts. No, it wasn't 2. I forgot the name of the Kingdom Hearts one with Venti, Aqua, and Terra. That was either that one or 3D was one of the first ever games that I played. And I have played Kingdom Hearts 3, so I am more or less up to it. But it is one of those cases where they're on so many platforms that I haven't really been able to keep up with it all too much. Valorant, let's go. Yes, Valorant. Although I will be completely honest, I will be playing mostly that just spontaneously or in a 5-man. Because I'm sorry, I will preface this now. I turn into one of the most toxic fucking people when I play multiplayer shooters. I am really, really sorry. I am not one of those people who will play nice just so that we can work together as a team. You shit on me, I will shit on you back. I'm not gonna grief. I will show you who's boss. I will top the boards. I will do my best. I'll do my best to top the boards. If it's not a good day, then you're absolutely right. I will concede, but I will do my best to make you shut the fuck up. In a nice way. As nice as I can be. As nice as it could possibly get. But moving on to the next one, what I like to kind of read and watch. Starting off with Blue Lock. Blue Lock is one of my favorite ones right now. It mostly comes from the fact that I am a football fan. I played football all throughout my life. I will proudly say I am one of the OGs to watch Blue Lock. I will say that loud and proud. I was able to watch. Okay, I shouldn't say this because I should not set a good example, but I found it while being bored in the middle of class once, and I thought, oh, football. This one seems kind of nice. I added it to my list, and then I have gotten hooked on it ever since. Not so hot take though. The animation in the first season is not as good as it's supposed to be or as it portrays to be. So I hope season 2 and the movie will come out really well. Another thing, right? Part 2. BNHA, I am part of one of the most, as people call, one of the most toxic fandoms there is. But I am not one of the vocal toxic people when it comes to that regard. Uh, I am one of the quiet followers, essentially, because BNHA was one of the first strict ones that I've started religiously reading, like weekly, and Man of Culture, Shit Talk, Enemies. Absolutely. You teabag me once, you are not gonna kill me for the rest of the goddamn game. I lie. You will kill me like once or twice. But matter of fact, you will still lose the game. I will do everything in my power to make sure you lose the game. Blue Lock is the new Inazuma 11. It's Inazuma 11 if everyone fought each other instead of teaming up. Which is actually one of the things that I like about it now. There is no, well, I won't say corny, but it's not up to the whole power of friendship anymore, and it kind of shows you the true battle behind the scenes where everyone's just gonna start fighting each other. Even teammates start fighting each other. But yeah, BNHA, it's one of the things that I started religiously watching / reading, so it's up here. Oshinoko is also one of the things that no, I know it might be one of those things where I'm just riding the hype and all that, but I did fall in love with the song for the most part. I fell in love with the song, and then after the season, not even after the season ended, I think episode 7 of the season, I started reading it already, and I am up to date. Which reminds me, they should be back soon, which is a really good thing. They're gonna be back soon, so I have something to look forward to on Wednesdays in the middle of the week. JJK is another thing. I know I did initially ride the hype, but season 2 has just come out, so I did binge it. Kinda hot take, I will say, is that JJK has a lot of words in it. I know that's kind of the point, to be able to build a story, to be able to build something, but if it's too wordy, it kind of loses people like me. But I have pushed through, and I am up to date with it. I have not watched the season yet. That was one of the things. I'm gonna wait for the season to end so I can binge it. So in the meantime, I might watch JJK Zero, which is another thing. I've heard it's really good, and I did not realize that there was a Zero manga as well. I went out this morning to calm myself down for a stream, and I ended up in a bookstore where I saw that they actually had manga for JJK Zero, which I thought of buying, but I had no money because I am broke. Nisekoi. Nisekoi, if you guys don't know, it's a rom-com harem kind of thing. But essentially, it's one of the mangas that I first finished, which is why it's close to my heart. I also read it every time there was a new chapter, and I love it. But and I would say it is one of the ones that has a satisfying ending, I will say. One of the rom-coms that does not have a satisfying ending is Domestic no Kanojo. I have read that. I'm sorry, he should have ended up with the other woman. I got a message, sorry about that. Kuroko no Basket. Kuroko no Basket is one of the ones that I actually watched. Okay, the thing is, I watched it originally in my mother tongue language because there was a channel that we used to have where they would dub everything in Filipino. Dub everything in Filipino, and that kind of got me hooked because it just felt so weird to see fucking manga and like anime in your mother tongue instead of like English or with subtitles, and I just found it kind of hilarious. But essentially, it kind of got me hooked on it either way. Okay, but moving on, let's end the segment really quickly. Last would be Zero no Tsukaima, or Familiar of Zero, which is the very first anime that I actually got to watch ever. It's the first anime that I've interacted with, and it is an isekai as well. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of isekais, but isekais do live somewhere deep in are loved somewhere deep in my heart. Yes, that channel, yeah. Hero, I think it was called. It was called Hero, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that was one of the things that I got into, and I think I bumped into it when I got dengue. I got dengue, and I had to be isolated in one room. So that was the only thing on. So I decided, sure, I'll watch it. And that's how I was born. No, I'm just kidding. Moving on to the next one. Food and activities. Yay. I like eating... Oops. Is that channel starts with an H and ends with an arrow TV? Yes. Yes, there you go. That's the full name. Right. Although saying it that splitting it in that manner is is a bit questionable, but yes, it is. Right, food. I like to eat. I like to eat a lot, and it has not really been the healthiest of me, but I like to eat. I will say that loud and proud. Basically, a lot. Although one of my favorite, some of my favorites are pizza, sushi, dim sum. I love finger foods. Something that you can kind of eat down, scarf down very easily. But at the same time, pizza. Oh my god, pizza! Especially with so many toppings and whatnot. Yeah. Um. Okay. I am having quite a bit of hot takes, but I'm not sure if people agree with me or not. I don't really mind the whole pizza on sorry, not pizza, pineapple on pizza kind of debate. I'm not going to actively support it though. It's just that I don't really care if someone ordered it. I'm gonna eat it. Sure, why not? But yeah, I am very partial about it. I don't really mind if it's there. It's there. If it's not, then then it's not. The channel was questionable with their dubs. They were very questionable with their dubs. Uh, I okay. Looking back at it now, maybe it was especially questionable with stuff like Shokugeki no Soma. But then again, the anime was questionable to begin with, so I can't really pin it onto the dub voice actors to with that part. But yes, it's very questionable. I will say seeing things in your own language is questionable on its own, but I do kind of agree with that. Oh my god, especially since there are how do you say this? There are, I don't say are people, there are nationalities as well. Bro, if you know someone who did that voice line with the sauciest line ever, I'm sorry. You can never look that guy right in the eye. But speaking of looking people right in the eye, I cannot look people in the eye if I have not yet had my morning coffee. I will say I prefer my coffee cold because hot coffee is ouch. It's painful. It's tongue burning. Other than the obvious, I kind of prefer it. I prefer not to get hurt. No, I'm just kidding. It's just harder. It's just harder to keep. How do you say? It's just harder to keep coffee hot than it is to keep the coffee cold, kind of thing. It's also easier because just put in ice cubes. GG. Last but not least, some of the things that I have on my favorites list are playing football or soccer, as the Americans call it. I play soccer casual. I play football casually. Although I do kind of join training sessions here and there just for the fun of it. Uh, if you guys are wondering, but you guys probably aren't wondering, I play very flexibly, honestly. I've played almost all positions, but one of the only official positions I have played in was in goal. But nowadays I do prefer playing on the attack. I play wing, probably a central attacking or striker. That is why also I love Blue Lock, because I am an egoist. I love daydreaming is another thing. It could be a completely random day and I could look you dead in the eye, but my mind could be somewhere else. I'm daydreaming almost like 80% of the day. I could be doing something completely different, but my mind is like dreaming, oh, what the heck am I gonna do here? Oh, what if I'm put in this scenario? I'm pretty sure I can tell, or like at the very least, some of the guys can do this. Is like, oh my god, what if this place that I'm currently in gets attacked? And like, oh, this place is getting robbed. And like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna beat them up. I'm gonna take them down one by one, etc., etc. It's a good habit to keep you preoccupied, especially when times are taking too long. But at the same, and it's a way to be able to let my creativity kind of flow. Uh, this morning while I was out straight up, I had the exact same thought that I just gave you the same scenario I just gave you, because I went to, where'd I go again? I went to a restaurant in a mall. I'm not gonna give specifics, I'm sorry, but that happened and that was one of the thoughts that crossed my mind. I love binging series, or it's one of the things I have been doing recently. So it is one of the things that I have been doing recently. Right now I am kinda, once again, I have said earlier, I will binge Jujutsu Kaisen when I do When I do, how do I say this? When the series does finish, sorry, that's what I meant to say. When the series does finish, or when the season finishes, but I have also been binging mangas, binging other series. I've started watching Breaking Bad, if you guys know it. And after that, but it's kind of long, but after that, I'm gonna end up watching The Happy Place. Sleeping for half the day, like I have said, I either wake up late or I sleep in the afternoon. But it can be hard with my dogs around. I have two dogs. One is a very good boy, the other one is a very good girl. And they like getting belly rubs. They like getting head pats, they like getting belly rubs. And I love the both of them for it. They are relatively young though. We got them around COVID period, or at the peak of COVID, to kind of help us de-stress a bit. But nonetheless, we kind of love them ever since. They're very loud at night. They get their zoomies at night. But during daytime they are relatively chill. They're sleepy in the morning, sleepy at night, they're sleepy all around. Although they are very stubborn and picky with their food, which is kind of a problem. And last but not least, buying figurines. If you guys see on my Twitter, I don't have a picture of it right now, sorry. If you guys see on my Twitter, I do collect kind of figurines. I like collecting Funko Pops, and some of the things that I have been... Some of my friends are, my friends are very nice. My IRLs are very nice. They have given me a Pop-Up Parade and an android of Marin Osho. She is my JP Oshi. I have an EN Oshi as well. Kali is my Oshi, just to share a bit. And they're the main reasons of why I got into this as well. Outside of corporate, I guess, when you want to talk about indie, Miss Iron Mouse is one of my idols, and they're the reasons why I've been able to kind of gather the courage to be able to do this. Lastly, I wouldn't call it a favorite activity, but it's one of the things I've been doing recently, which is getting dragged outdoors. I go out almost every day, whether it be for work or whether it be for something else. It's alright. It is alright. It's very stressful though if we have to wake up at like 4 a.m. and get ready to leave by 6, but it is an activity nonetheless. It is one of my activities of all time, so to say. Glasses. I want to put these up as well because the next one might be okay, it's not as small as I thought. These are kind of the tags I'll be using all throughout my career, as of now at the very least. These are my tags. These have been some of the things that I've had beforehand, but they have changed, of course, over time. Dreamers are what I'll be calling people who watch me. You guys are dreamers. Hey, because I am a dream-sekai traveler, and you guys are under my watch, ironically, while watching me. So I love to protect my dreamers. I am dream-sekai. Yes, the world. Hey. Also, I want to be able to, of course. Dreamers is another thing as well, because dreams are perceived differently, and everyone perceives everything differently. So you guys perceive me differently, the way you perceive each other, the way I perceive you guys. So dreams are places where anything can happen. So that same suspense is one of the things that I want to be able to bring along in this journey with you guys. Live tag. When I go live, I'll be using MK Stream. MKC is one of the things that I have been using all the time. Pog. Hello, Joseph Rambutan. Rambutan, hello, sir. Welcome to my debut. Thank you so much. But yeah, I will be using the live tag MK Stream whenever I go live. My marks, as you guys can see here, please do ignore. I do apologize if it's as bright, but it is the hourglass. There are actually 2 hourglasses, surprisingly. But I'll be using the hourglass that is not yet full or has just started, because the journey has only started. Let's go, Angkor Nico, baby. And the other one I will be using would be the clock that has that's at 12 o'clock because midnight. Hey. The art tag I will be using is MK Sketch. Sketch. Oh my god. This reminds me of another anime I like to watch, which was named Sket Dance, but I'm going a bit too far off the rails. For clips, I kind of want to be different from the other things. So MK Snippet, I was thinking that, or MK Snap, for kind of photos, screenshots, or anything. But for now, maybe for clips, I'll go with snippet. Lastly, the meme tag would be MemeKZ, sorry. I can't really think of anything that starts with a Z that is kind of a synonym for memes or whatnot. So I want to go with this instead. It's kind of different and it kind of ticks me off a bit with regards to the format of it. But it is what it is. Once again, I am part of the procrastination nation, so I thought of stuff quite a little late. Lastly would be expectations and goals. Yay! So yeah, I ran out of witty shit to say 5 slides ago. So what you guys can expect from me as of right now would be games. I love playing games. Games are mostly what I'm going to do because I love just playing, chilling back, and experiencing. Especially story games, as I have said, FPS games, Apex, Valo. I'm not sure about COD because COD is a whole different thing. I have been playing Farlight recently, I will say, which is a major just troll session. But yeah, games. I will be relatively chill unless I go into rage mode and start kicking shit off the wall because it's a rage-inducing game or it's a game specifically made to rage. Will be relatively chill. I do plan. I won't say promise, but I do plan to do 2 to 3 streams a week to be able to try to get things into the swing of it. That will be I hope something I'll be able to push through, but now with a more flexible schedule. It is a thing that I plan to do, and I really hope that you guys will stick with me throughout and keep me accountable for keeping this promise of mine. You know what? Let's make it a promise. I promise to do 2 to 3 streams a week, unless stated otherwise in case of emergencies or whatnot, because those things can never happen. But I will say beforehand. And lastly, my goals for my journey for this career kind of thing. More collabs. I have done a bunch of collabs, a lot of collabs with different people, with different lovely people beforehand. But it's not just more collabs, I guess. This ties in with the second one, which is more interaction. Because I want to be able to collaborate with a more diverse group and as many people as possible in the future. Expand my network, be able to meet new friends, and all that such. I hope that I'll be able to do so through here. Especially because I was a very shy boy. I say was because I have grown out of that shell a bit more. But I hope to be able to do more in the future. Stream content variations. As I have said, I mostly am going to be playing games. And that is something that I have said right behind me, as you guys can see. But yeah, but outside of that, I plan to be able to do something else as well. Maybe top of the head, what a lot of people do are drinking streams, karaoke's, just chattings and all that. And I wish to be able to find the comfort and ability to be able to do that and just have a good time. Just have a good time, have a fun time with different people, and yeah, be able to grow out of another shell to be able to do so. Off-stream projects, right? In addition to, of course, live streams, I plan to be able to have the courage to do other projects. One is in the works. There's something in the works. I'm not gonna say what yet, but I wish to be able to do stuff like maybe merch if you guys want, or just shorts, even just stuff as simple as shorts or recorded videos, clips that I can probably upload to the YouTube channel instead of just in addition to also going live. Highlights maybe, that could be a good thing that I'll be able to do if I can find the time to edit. But we'll see which step is first taken. But I want to be able to do more outside of just this and to be able to interact with more people. And of course, growth. I wish to be able to make new friends, meet new people, of course, be able to enjoy myself with a bunch more different people in the future. So I want to be able to grow as much as I can while we are here. This is the last slide, except for my schedule is kind of the last thing that I want to post. But yeah, for next week, hey, I'll actually put myself under where I'm at. I'll put myself under for you guys to be able to see the schedule. New sched, yay! So yeah, next week I plan to do 3 streams if possible. It's going to be a mix of YouTube and Twitch. It's going to be YouTube and Twitch. Mostly YouTube to be able to kick things off the ground with my YouTube channel. But we'll do a mix of variations. Of course, we're going to start with games because that is something I'm all kind of comfortable more with. But yeah, we're going to play Killed with Fire at the left and Cuphead. And as you can see here on to the right is beautiful art by Shin Mama. Yay, I look very poggy because Shin Mama makes me poggy. But yes, right. Oh wait, where's my cam? I lost my cam. No, I just placed it underneath. Oh my god, I thought I lost it. Right. But yeah, that should be about it, more or less. Let me actually go here. Yeah, there you go. Let me actually go here. Yeah, see, I'm not standing here. Killed with Fire is one of the games that I have seen before. I haven't actually played it myself, but it is something to help me get over my arachnophobia, so to speak. It's a little fun game full of not terroristic acts of violence to exterminate spiders, and it does not involve doing devious deeds to be able to kill spiders. It is not in any way, shape, or form vandalizing property that belongs to other people, and it is not it is not a form of promotion. But I will say I love playing the game. I love not playing the game. I haven't played the game before, but I love the game because it's very goofy, so to speak. I have seen some of those things. I have seen some clips of it, but I have never really played it or watched through a specific playthrough in itself. But yes, I guess that's mostly it for my debut. Thank you so much to everyone who's kind of come along with me here on presenting my debut, and of course the people who have helped me along the way when it comes to all of this. I have tagged Mama, and well, I say tag, but you know, some of the things in my description, because I have kind of done a lot of things last second on my YouTube channel, more specifically, sorry, is kind of missing a lot of stuff. But the next time, probably by next Wednesday or Friday, one of the next few streams by next week, a lot of things will be set up properly. So yeah, things are still in a work of progress. I don't Stinger. I don't have my new loading screen and everything like that. But it is a work in progress, and as of right now, I'm just kind of happy to be back. You know, get into the swing of things. Hopefully, to be able to do more than what just happened last time. So, oops. Let me actually go there. I am still in the other folder. Model cam. There you go. So yes, I guess as of right now, thank you everyone so much for watching. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do stuff like raid other people here and whatnot because I don't think I have access for that yet, considering I am still new. But nonetheless, thank you everyone so much for watching. Relatively chill debut today. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. Like I said, people who are here, people who are lurking, people who have helped me along the way and whatnot. I hope to be able to do more. I hope to be able to do better. And that is something that I will promise, at the very least, my effort. So, as for now, this is going to be a goodbye. And thank you everyone so much. Well, I hope to be able to see a lot of people, new faces, just a lot more people in general next time we meet. So until next time, bye bye.